Hey there, everybody. I'm Stitch Kitten, and sorry we're starting so late today. I had kind of a coughing spell. I'm still pretty congested. However, uh, I am feeling less sick, generally. Sorry I don't sound that much better. Uh, but I figured I would have the coughing spell and then get on the camera for you guys, so, that was what happened there. Um, but we're here now, and we are gonna draw some cute little cats today. I don't know what the cats are necessarily getting up to. I just wanted to draw cats. I didn't really have more ideas than that. So if you guys want to see the cats getting up to something specific, today is the day to shout it out or type it up in the chat or whatever the heck, Uh, send me your long cat fan fiction or something. I have no idea. Uh, man, I am sorry. I have to talk to you guys, and I do not sound so good. I'm actually so sorry about that. Uh, I feel kind of bad. I hear how bad I sound. But I'll keep drinking water and coffee, and the coughing spell is over now. So hopefully, I will sound less gross as we go along. Anyway, yeah. So today I just thought we would do some little cats. My first idea was just to uh have my two cats with my knocked over tiny little Christmas tree, because Christmas is over, so it's fine if the tree is knocked down. I need to put it away. It's super small though. So I thought I would draw that just for funsies as as a warm up. And then if you guys think of something fun you want the cats to be getting up to while that's happening, hey, go ahead and type it up or whatever the heck. And yeah, we're just gonna draw some cats getting into shenanigans today. Maybe we'll draw like some cat morphs or something. I don't know, like some cat dog, cat dragon, cat minotaur. I don't know. Cat something. We're drawing cats. That's as far as I got today. We don't have a theme. We're just drawing cats. So I think for this first one, like I said, I'm gonna draw cats knocking stuff over, but I think I changed my mind. I think since I did name the stream Cats and Coffee, I'm gonna have cat knocking over my coffee. Um Thankfully only fictionally, cuz I need this. It's lifeblood. Uh if the cat's actually knocked over my coffee, I might be an unreasonable amount of upset. I love coffee. I love coffee so much, guys. I say that I am not addicted to caffeine, and I'm probably not. I may, however, have a psychological addiction to drinking coffee in the morning. Uh, just like as a habit, like maybe I could drink decaf in the morning and be fine, but like it would bother me to not have coffee in the morning. Like if I don't have coffee in the morning and I don't want to make some, I usually will drink something else in my mug, like just tea or cocoa or something. Uh cuz yeah, no, I do really enjoy having my mug and drinking something warm out of it in the morning. I don't it's not necessarily about the coffee, I don't think, or the caffeine for that matter. I do like caffeine. I have ADHD though, so uh you know, oh gosh, what was it? I had I had an older lady with ADHD say something super funny to me the other day. About caffeine. Oh, she said, caffeine is the poor man's Ritalin. And I was like, oh my gosh. No, it's good for ADHD. That's because it's a stimulant. And typically most medications for ADHD are stimulants. That's kind of the joke, like Ritalin or Adderall or any of the other things that people take for ADHD, amphetamine salts of different varieties. Uh, and coffee is also a stimulant, so it's kind of like self-medicating. Yeah, it's no, it makes your mind buzz a lot less. In college, before I knew I had ADHD, I actually would take caffeine in pill form because I enjoyed the benefits of how that made my brain feel. And I enjoyed it so much that I was not going to class without that. uh and so I actually did get like pills of caffeine to take to go to class because I was like, my brain does not work and I can tell, but I can take this cute little caffeine pill that's like a whole cup of coffee in the palm of my hand, and then I can go to class. It's great. But now I have, you know, doctor pills instead of caffeine from the internet, so I would recommend those. But the cup of just the warm cup of coffee is still kind of nice. But yeah, I had an older lady say that coffee was the poor man's Ritalin, and I thought that that was hilarious. Uh, because I did just drink so much caffeine and then also take caffeine pills in college because I did not have any medication, and I probably should have because my ADHD is actually crazy bad. like like I don't have a doctor that will uh here we're gonna get a little personal here, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys about some of my brain problems today. Because I didn't have real talking points. And I don't, yeah, I don't mind sharing with you guys that I'm a little bit disabled. Uh, but yeah, no, I have like super bad ADHD. I don't have a doctor that is willing to evaluate me for my TISM spectrum level, but I do have one that evaluated my ADHD, and I got like I got scored basically. It wasn't a test that had like an actual score. So, hello, it was like a qualitative test. So I just got like comments instead of actual number scores, but like the comments that I got were essentially, you have big ADHD and I have absolutely no idea how you have made it this far into existing. um and that was really funny. Uh cuz yeah, no, I actually have such bad ADHD, guys. Like my eyeballs. Oh yes. Oh yes. I told them about the internet coffee pills, and I told them that I used to I my eyeballs actually will focus in and out like camera lenses if I'm not on my medication because I have a regulation focus issue. And so like imagine like like your phone camera trying to focus on something, like my eyeballs would do that. Uh just in real life and it was terrible. And so I would go to try to read something and I would have to like put a ruler, like a guideline for my eyeballs on the page so that I could keep track of where I was because my eyes would just like zoom in and out. No, it was terrible. I thought I was maybe like dyslexic or something. I'm not. I just have a focus issue. I can read fine if my medication is working. But yeah, no, if it's not, my eyeballs work like bad camera lenses, and that kind of also extends to like all of my senses because I, from probably a mixture of that regulation issue and then also whatever my TISM spectrum stuff actually is, I ended up with like major hypersensitivity, which is just like all of my senses filter things bad, basically. So like the eyeball thing, and then also like with noises, like I will hear all the noises really well, but I also hear all of them like all at the same time. It's like having the gain turned way up on your microphone, but like in my ears. And like like my girlfriend used to have this cube, like just like a phone plug-in cube that made this really high decibel whining noise. I'm almost certain that I was the only person I knew who could even hear it with my actual ears. And but it was just every time you plugged it in, it made this really high pitched whining noise, like really constantly. And I could hear it all over the apartment because the apartment was really small. And at some point, I actually had to buy her a new one because I couldn't handle listening to it anymore. And she didn't even really believe me that it was making a noise. I took my Zoom recorder that I use as a microphone and I turned the gain way up and I recorded the noise and then I isolated it in audio software and turned it up so she could hear it. And she was like, "You hear that all the time?" I was like, "Mm hmm. Mm-hmm. This is what my ears sound like." And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can buy me a new one. I don't care." Yeah. Yeah, it was a thing. But oh, the other one is we have some neighbor kids around here that will just like scream, like yell for having fun, and I have no problem with kids screaming and having fun, but like people won't hear the screaming because it's probably pretty far away and it's kind of high pitch and that's the only reason I can hear it. Uh and I'll be like, "Did you guys just hear like actual screaming?" And they'll be like, "No. No, we don't know what's going on. We didn't hear any of that." It's like, "Cool. Cool. Pretty sure that was the kids, but you know." Or the other one is our neighbors will play like really bassy like rock music all the time super early in the morning, and I'm the only one that can tell that he's got it on because I'm the only one that can like hear that low of a decibel register either. um so yeah, I get all the long range frequencies. Unfortunately for me. It is a little despair. uh Thankfully, living in my very own house and not in an apartment or a college dorm or having to like go into a big public city square or anything, it does not bother me nearly as much living in a rural area as it did living in a big city for college. But But there's some give and take there. I also did get a lot more desensitized to stuff like little flickering lights and noises. Like if I get some little flickering lights out here from people's headlights, I am not sleeping. If that had happened to me in Tucson, it would have just mixed with all of the other ambient light. So yeah, big city or in Phoenix or any of the other big cities, like oh yeah, house noises. Are you gonna say house noises? Yeah, house noises. My house, um, yeah, ghosts. Okay, my house, I totally get the ghost thing because the floor in my bedroom settles weird and it sounds like footsteps on my bedroom floor under my bed. And it's so creepy. It's so creepy. But it's literally just the floor settling, but it's just it settles in such like a slightly offset even pace and it just sounds like footsteps. It's definitely just my floor settling, but yeah, uh that took some getting used to for sure. Uh and our little coffee cat has knocked over the coffee. So now I have to think of something else for him to do. If you guys have suggestions. Yeah, no, that's what I do now. I'm just like, if anything happened and I don't know what it was probably a cat. Like I'm gonna get robbed and I'm just gonna blame the cats. Like it's actually hilarious. I'll be like I I will actually just like say hi to random noises in my house expecting it to be the cats and they'll be like, "Oh, there's no cat there." It's just a random noise. Cats are so good for justifying paranoia. It's actually great. I actually totally stole that off of that was 100% one of the reasons that I was very excited to get a cat. Uh after it was already, set and done cuz I was not excited to get a cat. I'm not going to lie, but that's a whole different thing. Anyway, but once it was said and done, I was excited that I was gonna get to blame all of the noises on like a physical living thing, and it would have plausible deniability that um it depends. I mean, like cats require lots of maintenance, and depending on your cats specifically, they might require like some excess bonding stuff. I think female cats are usually the way to go if you're looking for less maintenance pets because male cats I think are usually the higher maintenance ones, but female cats are also more expensive at the vet. So, uh, some give and take there. Um, I would I I know everybody hates this recommendation. I I am never going to recommend anybody ever get one cat ever again because I got one cat and I am so sure he was like super depressed and we had like three people in the house to play with him. Uh and yeah, it didn't matter. So I'm never recommending anybody get one cat ever again. I used to kind of think it was just like like if you can get another cat, like it's better, like guinea pigs or something. But no, he was genuinely unhappy, I think. Um, yeah, living in a rental is tough. Yeah, yeah, you do have to certainly cat proof some stuff. Like, uh, I bought some little baby latches for our cupboards because they keep getting in to destroy all of our toiletries. Um, and uh yeah, and we have to like be pretty good about making sure they don't get up on counters because they will just get up there when we're not paying attention, and if they know that they'll get in trouble for it, they'll be less brazen about it and less likely to knock over everything and destroy stuff. Um, but they'll still climb up there while we're not paying attention. Or like I went out into the kitchen like a week ago and one of my cats was up on the range hood for my stove, like on top of the hood. I have no idea how he got there, and then when I tried to tell him to get down, he almost fell and I had to catch him. Um, so yeah, I mean it's not like a snake where you can put it in the pet terrarium and leave it alone. You do have to interact with it a bit. Uh, Probably a few hours a day. Not necessarily. Being out all the time isn't necessarily a deal breaker for cats because they're also not like dogs where they need you to be home all the time. But they do like it when you're there, and they do just appreciate you know, just general like bonding interactions throughout the day. Um, and you do have to feed them kind of regularly. So usually, like some cats can do free feeding, but usually the cats that do free feeding, I think, are the ones that get kind of fat and kind of sickly. Because they're kind of like chickens. If the food is there, they will eat it for the most part. They Cats just like eating. So, uh I mean most of them. Not uh I'm sure some I think that there are definitely different breeds of cats or like cat genetics that because there's not really like cat breeds, but like cat genetics, there's different cat genes that are better or worse at being free feeders. Like I think orange tabbies are really notorious for being bad free feeders. But uh not here. I live in like a really rural area and I don't have like a fenced yard or anything. And even if I did, like cats will just jump fences and stuff. I think for the most part, if you want to have an outdoor cat, you should probably have an enclosure. I mean, I do know that lots of people have outdoor cats without problems, but like there's a lot of wildlife here and I would be worried about letting my cats outside for the cats and also for the wildlife. Um Cats are like one of the leading causes of bird extinctions, if you guys didn't know that. Cats actually outrank people in the US, I think, in bird extinctions because, people have to follow laws. Uh I think over the last like 20 years or so that's true. Um but my information may be outdated, so somebody can go ahead and actually me on that one if I'm spreading misinformation. Uh but yeah, no, cats uh are super super crazy predators and they breed really fast. Um so I don't let mine out because I would like them to be safe and healthy in my house and to not be killing a bunch of birds and rats and leaving them in my yard. But if that's but I don't necessarily have problems with people doing that. I do think that more people who have outdoor cats should probably get them fixed because I think a lot of the time people will have that I've seen anyway, people will have outdoor cats as an excuse not to get them fixed, and then they're kind of just stray cats that you're feeding. It's like, yeah. Yeah, no, I think having indoor cats is mostly fine. I think that cats do get along pretty okay in smaller spaces as long as you have yeah, as long as you have like stuff for them to do. I think that they do typically get along all right in smaller spaces. They will run around if you have a smaller space. They will run like crazy within the four walls, but Yeah, as long as you have just like a cat tower or like some interactive toys, just things for them to do. I think most cats usually get along okay in smaller spaces. Um, Window boxes are good for cats. Like if you can get like a flower box that's covered or something for them to sit in. Uh, or just like up some people will just put like towels and blankets and stuff on their windowsills for them to sit. Yeah. No, I don't. I love giving out cat tips because I learned so many of them, and I, uh, excuse me, my cats are more high maintenance than the average cat, so yeah, I always like giving out tips for my slightly high maintenance cats so that people with less high maintenance cats can enjoy their cats more, you know? Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, and if they're giving out kittens, like, if you take two kittens from the same litter, the chances that those cats get along gets exponentially higher. Like, it's like if you get two kittens that are from the same litter, they are way more likely to be they're way more likely to be socialized properly, they're way more likely to have good claw control. Like my kitten from the outside who got to interact with his family for an appropriate amount of time has way better claw control than my house cat who has no reason to fight with people. um so the outdoor cat is actually less likely to scratch me than the indoor cat, because he has that like control and understanding. Um and they're also way more likely to just trust each other and get along instinctually, so you don't have to introduce them and stuff. It's getting to if you have people just giving out kittens, getting two kittens from the same person is pretty much the best way to get cats. uh and if people are just giving them out, like probably those cats could use some place to go. So yeah, it's always, I think that that's always the best way to get cats. That's how I got my cat. The first one is just somebody was giving them out, and we went, well, we can take a cat, we can take one off your hands, it's fine. uh there's always cats around. People are always making more of them. So, and that's if you're not, and that's if you don't want to just go get one from like outside, because I'm sure if you just live in an apartment complex area, if you just go and like sit in the alleyway at night with like a can of tuna or something, 100% you will find a cat. Uh, but it's probably not as effective to find two cats that way and get them to get along. Uh, well, I don't know where you. I mean, you ain't gotta tell me where you live or nothing like that. So, well, and also a lot of the time you won't see them because they're crepuscular, which is a word that I love. But it just means that they come out around like dawn and dusk. So they're typically just out at points where people wouldn't be paying attention for them. Um, Unless you are looking for them, I don't think you would probably see them or notice them. Um, like there used to be cats all over my college campus, and if you didn't know that there were cats all over the college campus, you would say something to somebody, they'd be like, what are you talking about? Cats? Like there's cats here? Um, because they would just hide in all of the drainage system stuff that was just all over campus, and uh and so yeah, there would just you would just if you weren't looking for them, they weren't there. But if you peeked your head over the sidewalk into a sewer or just like an irrigation canal or something at some point, there was sometimes a cat there. But also maybe they're just less in your area because it's noisy or something. But yeah, cats are typically kind of just everywhere, especially here in the U.S. But elsewhere, I'm sure it's different. Probably elsewhere, there's also at least other places in Europe. I'm sure there's better regulations on like pet care, as far as I have heard. So probably there's less just wild cats that are cats people just released into their neighborhoods. Um, because people in the US will, in fact, just release their pets into the wild. Uh, yeah, and they're not very active about catching strays here in the US either. Yeah, there's, I think, like, there's like a national trap and release program, but I don't think there's even like a chapter of it here. And I kind of looked into how you would start one, and it's like it's all volunteer work pretty much, and you have to like pay for it, even though it's uh like a national program for getting it done, which seemed silly. And then also uh the shelter here is just really underfunded, so it seemed pretty much like you were going to be paying to do it anyway, just for the strays. And I'm not opposed to that. I just don't have a bunch of extra disposable income to be setting up a trap and release program for stray cats in my area, which I'm assuming is why there isn't a chapter here, because other people also don't have a bunch of disposable income for that. Uh, but yeah, there are tons of strays out here. It's actually crazy. I have I have told many people from in town that if they want to get a stray cat, they should just like come hang out at my house for a couple of days or something. Cause yeah, between all of that and it just being a rural area, there are tons. And then also the thing I was saying about people just kind of feeding stray cats. There is an older lady down the street from me and just a couple of people around that do just feed the stray cats uh in my area. And my neighbor has one that I think is like kind of his cat because it's always in his yard and he feeds it, and it's just the one instead of a bunch of strays. But I'm also pretty sure it's not fixed and may be the father of my cat that I have now in my house. Because there are just, yeah, there are a lot of cats. There are a lot of cats about. Oh, speaking of cats, we gotta draw a new one. What should we draw? I've been sitting here trying to think of ideas and I have none, guys. Come on, help me out. What should the cats be destroying now? Yeah, it's so they're so invasive. It's just you really I don't get why people do that. It's really bad for wildlife populations. Uh but oh well, I am not a park ranger for or a forest and wildlife person or anything like that. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should sign up for the forest and wildlife services, guys. What do you think of that? You think I would be a cool park ranger? Little hat. I think I would freak myself out being in the woods that by myself all that time. I I don't think I would do isolation well enough for that. My brain is probably not quite stable enough for those kinds of positions. It's probably pretty hard to get meds out in the forest too. Okay, guys, you know what? We're gonna cheat. We're gonna use the internet because I don't know what to draw. And you know what you do when you don't know what to draw? You ask the internet. I am gonna go to ChatGPT and say, what should I draw a cat doing? Okay, guys. I'm actually just going to straight go down this list until somebody tells me something else to do because these aren't even that bad. So the first one is we're gonna draw a cat being an artist. So I'm gonna draw a cat like fucking with paint. Um Maybe he's got like a cute little beret. Uh he's probably got paint like on his face or something. Anyway, we're gonna draw our cat. Oh, you know what? You know those people that like put paint on their pet paws and then just like have them like stomp all over canvases? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have canvas, and then we're gonna have a cat looking real proud while he stomps all over it. That's pretty stinking cute. Let me erase some of the guidelines here. See, I thought about doing this with my cats because my cats would totally love this. However, they would love it so much that I'm a little bit worried they would do things like eat the paint or track it all over my house because they just really really want to play with it everywhere or like they would get too into this activity, I think, for me to be able to manage it. And so I have not tried, but I do think they would like it if I could find like if I actually I've been trying to find some cheap options for like pet safe fencing because what I want to do is I want to build and like fence in uh a porch on my house basically because we have like a porch area but it's not enclosed, and I have a decent amount of handwork skills and woodwork skills, and I feel pretty capable of doing most of the things that just like building some frames for fencing in our porch uh require. Like I feel like I could do most of that without even really looking up instructions or anything. So I feel pretty confident doing that. However, fencing is expensive and I cannot find anybody who wants to sell me enough pet safe fencing for me to do that without like spending way too much money. So, if I did find a way to do that, I would maybe let them do this like outside on the porch or something where it doesn't matter if they track paint. But yeah, I don't know if I would let them do this activity inside the house. Might be a little bit of a bad idea if I want to keep my floors and walls and house. Because I mean, technically, this is also a rental. It's not a rental in the traditional sense because the person renting it to us is somebody that we know and we do not pay nearly market value or anything for it. Uh they are just letting us stay here for some money basically. Um because they are because is my girlfriend's grandma. My girlfriend's grandmother is a sweetheart. Um but it is technically not my house, you know? Like I I technically do have somebody else that owns the house. I probably shouldn't fuck up all of the walls and the paint and the floors and etc etc. And I should probably make sure that I find pet safe fencing that doesn't just look like actually chicken wire around my whole house because I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate that either. Sorry, I thought I heard a cat, but I do not see one. See, it doesn't even matter. Maybe it was actually Ghost, yeah. Yeah, maybe it was just the ghost. No, actually, if there was a ghost, uh my girlfriend would want to move out and then me and my roomie would just be like, okay, we're going ghost hunting now. We're going ghost hunting in our own house. We're gonna play with the Ouija board and get possessed by demons. Uh because yeah, we have very different energy on ghosts. I'm very into spooky nonsense. Yeah, also content. I was just kind of thinking cuz I really like spooky nonsense. But yeah, also could be content. See, that I don't even think that's true because like think about it. Like if you did actually capture a ghost, no one's going to believe you. Like even if you have really good video and somebody can be like this is probably not edited, like no one's going to believe it. It's just and also things like ghosts, right? Ghosts are kind of like things that are individual spiritual events, right? Are really cool to me scientifically because they're not repeatable, right? So Yeah, like I mean, you can like there is confirmed like biology from space. It's not necessarily like big alien like macroorganisms that are intelligent and can talk to us, but there have been confirmed biology space probe pieces like from meteors and stuff. Uh like not necessarily anything manufactured or whatever, but like biology from space that was not necessarily from Earth. And actually, cool science fact, some people think that there are two very distinct sets of originating biology on Earth, and that one of those sets may be a little tiny piece of biology from space. So maybe we're aliens. Who knows? It's all kind of, science is weird. Um but yeah, no, I think if you actually did capture a ghost, like probably nobody would care. Probably like probably you'd be like Galileo. Like they might make you eat poison berries or something. They'd be like, haha, you're so stupid. You think you caught a ghost? No, dummy. Eat these berries. Um, like I don't think anybody would even care. Uh, for the most part, I think probably the people who already kind of thought that there was a chance that ghosts were about would be like, oh my god, this is definitely proof for sure, 100%. There's no way that this could ever be fake, right? And then uh, everybody else would just kind of not care. And then the people who are like over emphatic about it would enforce the people that don't care into not caring, so it probably yeah. Yeah, that's one of the sad things about science is science when it is really really cool is so close to magic that people will just straight not believe you. Uh like how something like 30% of people in the US still think that there's a possibility that the earth is flat because you can't see the earth like curving or something like that. And like science is complicated and people are overly skeptical of things that they already don't want to believe in. So, yeah, no, he literally said that he felt bad about starting it because it was a joke that got way out of hand. And I think that has happened with like almost every single major misinformer ever. Like even the guy who started the thing about eating spiders was like, this is way out of hand. Like I kind of don't like how this experiment went. uh yeah. No, it's all like people will believe things that they want to believe way more often than people will believe things that they have like evidence for. And that's just because of how human bias works. Like even if you're me and you know that, like that's still how it's going to work because it just it's just something that your brain does without you even thinking about it. Like I will 100% go and watch a science video and look up the stuff that I don't agree with and probably just take the stuff that I already think is true without even like thinking about it because that's just how your brain is going to process information as a human person with bias. Like it's impossible to get out of. And so ugh. Yeah, I think if you did catch a ghost, like, no one would believe you. I think you would have to be like, I think you could be the most prolific ghost hunter ever, and until you recorded somebody's like until you recorded like multiple people's grandmothers speaking to them directly from beyond the grave and saying things that only those grandmothers could know or something like that, like until you had multiple instances of unequivocal, like, nobody can argue with it, like complete evidence, nobody's gonna believe you. Like I'm so sure I could take a picture of Bigfoot. Like I could go and meet Bigfoot and hang out with him and take his picture and no one would believe me. Like I could come back with Bigfoot DNA and no one would believe me. Everybody would say it was a hoax and I made it up, you know? Like cuz cuz that's an incredible thing, right? Like it's a thing that you would assume isn't going to happen. And because of that, yeah, no, especially with how easy it is to fake everything now. Like faking stuff only gets easier. So it only gets harder to know which stuff is real. And I think that that is something that uh people like to point out when it suits them and then kind of forget when it doesn't. Like you know how people are like, okay, well, you know, if we had all of this uh evidence for like cancer research or whatever, like surely uh surely like we would be better at curing cancer or whatever, even though you can go and look at all of the evidence for cancer research or whatever, and some cancers are kind of curable and you can go and read information about that. um and yeah, so uh but but then also like I could go and say to somebody that I have a cure for cancer, and that's a very different statement. And even if I'm right, people aren't going to believe me, right? Presentation is like a huge part of how people accept truth and like bias and all of that. And like it's super hard to know what's true uh if you don't, even if you do know how to look up information and cross reference stuff and verify things, like it's so easy to be manipulated into believing things that you just, you know, you got to keep up with it all the time. But also, I think that, yeah, anyway, sorry, that was a long rant to say I don't think anybody would believe me if I caught a ghost on camera, but I don't think anybody would believe me. I think it would just be fun for me. Actually, it might not even be fun for me. Like, I might just get, like, paranoid and freaked out and, like, hate existing or something. Uh, cool, thanks. I'm glad everybody liked my rant on why nobody would believe you if you caught a ghost. Actually, you know what? Even if you cross verified like a bunch of information, I think you actually have to like physically catch some substance that quantifies a ghost for somebody to believe you. I don't think I think even if you had like back evidence that was concrete, I think nobody would believe you still. I think you have to have some physical manifestation of a ghost that people can observe. I think that's the thing. Like like I couldn't bring back Bigfoot DNA and have people believe me, but if I brought back a Bigfoot, people would have to believe me, right? Like nobody's going to deny a Bigfoot that is there in front of them that they could test and see and stuff, but also if Bigfoot has, been living in the woods, escaped from us all this time, clearly he's not coming back with me for all of that. So, you know, maybe people really have met Bigfoot. We just don't know because nobody believes them. Or maybe people really have been abducted by aliens and we just don't know because nobody believes them. Or etc. etc. I think that, but that's why I love like firsthand accounts of things like cryptids and aliens and stuff. Cause, cause yeah, people just assume that exciting, fun things like that don't happen. Like, people just make the assumption that the world is typical and boring, and anything outside of that, uh, must be a hoax or made up or. And so I love listening to like firsthand accounts of ghost stories or like cool little like Zach Bane's Ghost Adventures, like hunting videos, or like people who talk about like being mountain men and hanging out with Bigfoot in the woods. Yeah, living by yourself is probably less fun. Uh is probably less fun, but you could do like cryptid stories or something where it's not necessarily stuff that's gonna hurt you. um but yeah, no, I love all that crap because it's like, or if you wanted, you could listen to stuff about like scientific anomalies because those are I love stuff that is anomalous because I have that like base understanding that if something crazy was real, people probably would put it in with the hoaxes. And so I love listening to hoaxes because I'm like, you know what? Maybe there really is a dinosaur living on this mountain and nobody has seen it for like 100 years because nobody goes up there. Or maybe there really is a ghost that this lady talks to and nobody else can hear it because the ghost only wants to talk to this lady, and for some reason that works, you know? And like those are the kinds of things that you couldn't verify and no one would believe you if you said it. So like I love listening to stuff like that because it's like it could be true. It could be. It's probably not, but it could be. There's a possibility. It's definitely like stuff that's not, because you can't pause or negatively confirm stuff, right? Like here, I'll start drawing again and then I'll keep talking about this because I guess the rant is not over. What's the next one? Cat playing an instrument. Uh it says cat playing guitar. I don't. Cat destroying an electric guitar. Okay, sure. That's probably way better. Uh, uh, my brother did that once. Um, with like a really nice Fender guitar that somebody bought him. Is so sad. I have uh he was also pretty small, so he didn't even really smash it. He just kind of beat it up. It was pretty sad. I have the body and and what's left of the fretboards and stuff in my closet with the other instruments, but I would probably have to replace enough of like the exterior pieces on the bass, and I think probably a couple of the tuning pins, um, where it would be just as much money to buy a whole new guitar. Because it is a nice old Fender guitar that I would probably have someone service specifically. Because it's electric and I'm not that technically proficient. Uh, I don't know how electric guitar insides work. I Yeah, yeah, maybe I should just give it to somebody. Oh. Yeah, maybe I'll give it back to him in like 10 years or something. Be like, hey, you want this guitar? I bet he'd get a laugh out of that. Uh, yeah, or that. Or I could just let it, or I could just let him actually smash it since it's partway smashed. I could just say, hey, you wanna like destroy the rest of this and I can videotape it for like a really cool meme or something. If I do end up giving it to my brother to smash, I promise to tape it for you guys. Alrighty, alrighty. But also, I think the big swinging 80s rock star smash is gonna look a little weird for our cat. So I think instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean the guitar like up on the wall or something, and our cat's just gonna be using it as a scratch board. Poor guitar. We'll have the strings be like pulled or something. He'll just scratch it. And then we'll just make sure it looks beat up. Ah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was gonna say, I think probably if you wanted to uh watch stuff like that's not creepy, that still gives you some of the same kind of like science magic vibes, either like historical records of science. Oh, okay. My girlfriend's given me a confused face, so it must not have been something huge and terrible. Oh, okay. uh, but yeah, either like old historical records of events, because like historical records of events are crazy because it will be like they're describing like a solar eclipse or something, and it'll be like the dragon gods have blocked out the sun, and it's like it's so fun to just like read how perspective of events will change like the recorded history of it. And then the other thing that I think is really fun if you want to get like magicy science vibes without listening to horror stories, is listening to just like scientific anomalies, like what are what you would call a miracle, and like reading the actual records of what happened for those, because some of them are really cool. Uh like sometimes there will be people that for that, you know, based on the medical records that they have for that person, like that person should have died and they're not dead, or like people that have like big bursts of adrenaline or something and just do like crazy stuff, that like lifting cars or like running through burning buildings. Like some people, like some of the stuff that actually happens in real life is crazy. Yeah, we got some gatos. They're so cute. And thanks for the first time chatters. We love those. We're just drawing this gatito tearing up the guitar right now. He's thanks, thanks. Yeah, we were talking about coffee being lifeblood. If my cats actually did knock over my coffee, I would probably be unreasonably upset. But yeah, science anomalies, super cool. Uh, I really like spooky ghost horror stuff, but I get that that's really not for everybody, especially if you live by yourself. Uh, but yeah, you know, sometimes guys, facts are really stranger than fiction. You should I really like finding weird real life stuff over like reading about mystery nonsense. Like I love those true crime shows that are like, this is the person before they committed all these crimes, and like here are people that interacted with this person, and like, you know, this was just like a regular human that committed some crimes. Like there's one that I've been watching a lot of called Evil Lives Here, and it's an investigative Discovery Channel show, and the big thing is there's like a card somewhere towards the beginning before they do the intro, where they are doing the interviews with the people that knew them. Basically, most of the show is testimonials from the people that knew them before they committed crimes, and it'll be like the person talking about them, and then it'll cut to some card that says no one would have suspected that this person would do this thing, but there had been signs, and it was like no 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 no. It's super good. I think it's hilarious. And sometimes it's just like very clearly someone coming on to like talk shit about somebody, or like one of them one of them was there's this kid runaway, and the whole episode was his mom talking about how like him running away was inevitable because he's like this horrible kid, and like he did all it is. I think like the worst thing that he did in the whole episode was he hurt his brother, I think, and his brother had to go to the hospital with like a broken arm or something because his mom was just like not paying attention to them. And then yeah, and then he ran away. So I'm sure some of the testimonials are just people talking shit on TV. Uh, but I still think it's just fun to watch. Yeah, poor kid is right. Like some of them you end up feeling bad for the people that are the criminals because of the testimonials. If you're a person like me that is good at reading situations based on not the words that people are saying. Um cuz like I came from a not so great childhood home. My mother is a bit of a butt and did some nasty crap to us as kids. So like I'm pretty good at telling when parents are talking bullshit and when they're telling you that their kids are fine and their kids are probably not fine. Um and I think that yeah, probably there are a couple of people that are just there to talk shit about their kids because they want to feel better about themselves on TV. But most of the show is good. Most of the show is like there was this guy and he killed a bunch of people, but like before he killed a bunch of people, he was like this upstanding Christian citizen that was like a big member of the community and his church and all of this, and everybody loved him, uh and then he just killed a bunch of people, and it's like yeah. Yeah, no, for real. Like I think some people that have kids should just get like a goldfish instead. Uh some people that have kids really just want something about yeah. Or like the other thing is like this is a little bit of a non sequitur, but also like if you other people who should get goldfish instead of children, people that want to name their kids something. Okay, but goldfish are probably gonna die in not that much time anyway. Goldfish are like anyway, that's a whole other rant. Get a goldfish if you want to kill something though, because like yeah, that's the TLDR version. Um, but yeah, no, other people that should get goldfish instead of kids are people that want to name their kids like weird, stupid, silly stuff. Like if you want to name something after like a goofy video game character or like somebody off of television or a superhero, get a goldfish. Get a goldfish, get a cat. Cats aren't gonna care. Goldfish not gonna care. A child, however, is in fact going to care if their name is Hamburglar. A child is in fact going to care if their name is Luke Skywalker. And every single person for the rest of their life will make a comment about, oh god, I I heard somebody say that their kid's name was Exit in Dutch because their parents saw a street sign that said Exit and thought it was the province name, and so they thought they were naming their kid after a Dutch province. Okay, okay. Uh, I'm just gonna assume that it's fine, because it looks fine on my end. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it cut there. Um, Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Sorry if it does. Uh, hmm. Yeah, my internet looks fine. I don't know why it cut out. Big poop shit. Sorry. Uh, Tism or something. I don't know. Blame my brain problems. Okay. Well, if we are back, I guess I can start on this next cat. Sorry about the break in programming there. I don't know how long I've been gone. Shoot, was I cut out for a while? Cause that says... Okay, whatever. You know, sorry if I cut out for a while. We're back now. I'm gonna try and assume that it's fine and I will stop worrying about it, cause you guys don't care about me worrying about the computer. You guys want to watch me draw cats. Cats. Cats, 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 cats. Uh, which one is the next one? Um, Cat in a spacesuit. Aw, guys. Guys, let's draw cat astronaut boy. Cat mascot. That's so cute. That's totally what I'm doing now. Cat mascot. Okay, yeah, and sorry I cut out there. I really don't know what happened. The internet looks fine. Hopefully it won't happen again. Uh, FU in particular kind of day for me, I guess, but you know, us it happens to be most Sundays somehow. I would change it, except for I feel like I would just it's just like a result. It's got to be a result of me just like running around and panicking or something. So or just like over focusing on bad stuff that happens on Sundays because I can't imagine it is actually Sunday's fault. Sunday is so chill. Uh so if I changed the day, it probably wouldn't help any. And here, I'm gonna scoot the notebook up just a little bit because I'm gonna draw him right in the spaceship. And I want you guys to be able to see it. A little further than that. Let's see. And actually, I think I'm gonna draw this spaceship part first because I think it's not quite sitting right. Um. Okay. Put the little cat up here. Hmm. And then we gotta give our rocket some little fins. I think I'm gonna make this one less wide. I don't think it needs to stretch out quite that far. Mm. Sorry, I was talking and then I had to fix all my tech stuff and I totally lost my train of thought. So, I mean, I was kind of just ranting about TV anyway, but now I feel like I'm being boring. You guys like my little rocket cat? Rocket cat! Not gonna do any more of that one so I don't get copyrighted. Oh yeah, I could talk about that. I don't know if you guys know where the astronaut boy is even from, but the astronaut boy is actually a character that I just kind of made, and he's my cute little OC, and I didn't even make him for this channel actually. So over over a summer, as you guys know if you've been here a minute or if you've heard me talk about it since, I used to be up until kind of recently pretty freaking depressed. Like big, big sad. Lots of brain issues, being enjoying things in general. Uh, Stuff was just kind of hard for me, and I made this little guy because I was feeling really isolated and alone, and I just thought, well, what's more isolated and alone than a little boy on the moon? And so I drew a little bubble boy on the moon. And then uh some point later that month, uh me and my girlfriend went to this place, like one of those little pottery houses where you can paint your own pottery. Um and then they fire it for you. And I found this little pencil cup that was a little bubble boy holding the moon. And originally the astronaut boy on the moon was more like an actual character, less cartoony. It was like a guy in a suit on the moon, and he had a big smiley face on the visor. Um but also it wasn't quite as repeatable uh and fun to draw as the little astronaut like bubble boy. And uh yeah, after I got the little pencil cup with the astronaut boy on it, I kind of used that as a reference to make like a cuter, chibier, bubbly version of the astronaut boy. And then I did draw like some little comics with him in them. Maybe if I find those, I'll have to scan those in for you guys, or maybe I'll have to write some more cuz he's fun. But yeah, so the little astronaut boy used to kind of be a metaphor for me, like feeling very alone. So that's why he flies around in a happy little circle every time somebody follows me, cuz I get to hang out with you guys now, and you guys get to see all my cute little art, and all of my little arts get to be less alone. So I hope you guys like that cute little story about the astronaut boy, uh cuz he's for you guys. He's me hanging out with you guys. That's the whole thing. He's a big old metaphor. Cute metaphor, you know? And then every time a new guy shows up, he gets to spin around and be happy for new friends. So, there you guys know I'm a big old softie. And the little astronaut boy is all for you. And if you want to see him, if you're watching me on YouTube or something after the fact and you want to see him spin around, you gotta wait until I'm streaming, or it doesn't end up in the video. So just so you know. But you could do it just for funsies, and it would still be here on my screen in the little follow thingy. But yeah. Anyway, that's the story of little astronaut boy. He was alone, and now he's not, thanks to you guys. He's he's kind of like my channel parable, if that makes anybody chuckle. Mm. All right. Well, I really like all of these little guys. I think they are coming out so good, and we've done like 4 of them already, which is crazy cuz I got started so late, but we will keep drawing them here in just a minute cuz I still have plenty of time. But I also feel like I need to get up and stretch, and maybe some people don't realize that I'm not dead yet. So, I think I am going to switch over to the human maintenance screen for just a minute and get up and stretch and all of that, and you guys can stare at the cute little cats and yeah, I'm gonna stretch. I'll be back in a minute. Uh, Please enjoy these sweet little kitties that will keep you company while I am gone. And yeah, and if you guys think of something you want the cats to be doing by the time I get back, go ahead and put it in the chat. We got all sorts of nonsense. Here, I'll put a little what should the cats do next text box over here. Oh, okay, or I won't because Streamlabs is lagging real bad for some reason. Maybe it's my computer. Maybe my computer's having issues and not the internet. Maybe that's why I cut out. Sorry if that's the case. I hope it's not too bad. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stretch. Maybe I'll go check with my mod that the camera and stuff is working again. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. Enjoy the cats. See you guys in a minute. Let me know if you think of something for the cats to do. All that jazz. See you in a minute. Okay, we are back. Um, and I am very washed out, so let me see if I can fix that a little bit. A little better. Sorry, the sun is apparently quite out. Uh, it's January. I don't know how it's so warm here, but like I'm thinking of taking my sweater off actually. It's warm enough. I think I will. When I have my window open, like I'm expecting it to be cool and it's just not. Okay. What are our cats doing next? Nobody gave me any suggestions cuz uh either nobody's here or you guys also got up and got your own snacks and stuff. But let's see. What is next on our chat GPT list of cats? Oh yeah. Here, let me let you guys stare at the cats. Stare at the cats for a second. And then don't stare at the cats. Now. Now don't stare at the cats, because I'm gonna move the sketchbook, okay? So if you don't want to look at the sketchbook moving, now is the time to look away from the cats, okay? You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it doesn't matter if we're desynced because I'm moving it after I did that, so. Oh, there's a cat behind me. I feel him pecking at my chair. Hi, Bubby. Miss it. You can sit with me. You can say hi. No, you're just saying hi to me. Okay. Well, sorry. I tried. He doesn't. He just wanted to say hi to me, I guess. Um. Actually, you know what? I'm moving the camera and not the sketchbook, cause frick. Excuse me. I'm still moving things. Sorry about that. If you guys don't want to get sickness from looking at the pages moving about, don't do it yet. I'm getting there. It's almost done. I don't know why I'm getting so southern for moving the pages about. There we go. Okay. Now you guys can look again. Um, this one we have cat curled up in a cozy chair. So that's gonna that one's a low ball. I got that one easy. If you guys want to add something to cat curled up in a cozy chair, so oh, I hit the camera. Sorry about that. I don't think it moved that much. I'm not gonna fix it. Let me know if it looks terrible now. Uh, but no, yeah, cat in a cozy chair. That's such a low ball. If you guys wanna, let me know. Shoot, I have to put some Neosporin on that. I guess I have a little cat sting. I also have a big ass freaking pimple on my face, guys. I'm sorry you have to stare at that. I have to stare at it too. Um, remember me saying I ate like a bunch of cookies? Cookies are bad for you. I I love cookies now. I ate so many of them. This is not a joke. Since I think the end of November or something, so in like about 2 months, but not quite 2 months. Um, me and mostly me, uh, a little bit of help from my roommates, but not very much. Me and mostly me, I have eaten two full 60 cookie trays of holiday cookies. Um, probably less than a dozen from each tray were eaten by my roommates. Uh, my roommate took the sprinkle ones out of the second one, so I think that was something like a dozen of the cookies, and he probably only ate those. And then, out of the first one, I think he ate some of them, and then a couple of the other ones. But I did eat some of the sprinkle ones out of the first one, so I ate like a lot of cookies, like a lot of sugar cookies, guys. I had the worst breakout on my face, maybe of my whole life, actually. Like I'm an adult. Like I went through puberty already. It's done for me as far as I'm aware. And that was still probably the worst breakout of actually my whole life from sugar cookies, from eating so many sugar cookies. It was awesome, but I can't. I just can't. My poor face broke out so bad. Like my chin is terrible, guys. So bad. It's actually so bad. And then I have this frickin' thing. Uh I actually went through all of my spot treatment. I do not have any more spot treatment to fix this stuff with because I used a whole box of spot treatment on my face over the last month. It's terrible. It's actually really bad, guys. I ate so many cookies. I will have to find more types of like junk style foods to eat that have lots of fats and sugars that are good for me because yeah, this is not it. Uh you know what is gonna be it is this cute little cat in a cozy little chair. Um we have some big plush chairs in our living room that are literally just for the cats. Nobody actually really wants to sit in them. They're kind of like they're like those false leather chairs where the plush stuff is kind of like shiny and squeaky and I mean they're not uncomfortable, but they're just not like super cozy chairs and they're kind of huge, kind of cumbersome to get in and out of, you know. So like people don't really sit in them except for the cats. The cats do sleep in those chairs and cuddle up in the cushions and all of that. So we do actually have some big plush cozy chairs for literally just our cats. And I guess any guests or anything that want to sit in them, but we don't have guests all that often, so and if we do, they're mostly not here long enough that they are gonna want to sit down because our house is kind of small, and unless you're here to like play cards or watch TV, there's like we don't even really have like a table for people to do stuff on if we had people here. We have like a folding table that we could get out, but like we'd have to get it out, you know. It'd have to be like an arranged activity. So usually this is not the hangout house. If people are hanging out, it's usually not here. But we do have some big cozy chairs. Or big poofy chairs at least. They look cozy. They look like they should be a lot more comfortable than they are. Uh yeah. That's probably all I'll say about that. They do look like they should be more comfortable than they are. You can see them in the picture in the cat cameo today. The big red chair facing the window that's got cushions and stuff all piled into it with my cat. Um that is in fact the chair I'm talking about. It looks like it should be super cozy, but it's kind of just like a dad office chair. Like it just it has cushioning and that's about it. It's just plush. Uh it's not uncomfortable, but it also is not where I'm gonna sit in the living room over the couch. So, because we do have a couch that is just like a little crap futon. And I will sit on the crap futon over these plush chairs every single time, I think. Cats, however, cats love them, so. I was kind of thinking, and I mean, it would be a bit of a project. I would probably have to plan it out and maybe do some like practice activities or something beforehand. Uh, but I was kind of thinking maybe at some point, if I decide I hate those chairs enough, I could pull the siding off of like mirrored sides of the chairs and make like a love seat out of them. Uh, by just like, you know, stitching them together in the middle essentially really nicely. Um, because I think I could genuinely do that well enough that it wouldn't be so obvious. And then maybe I could put like a cover on it or something and put it outside. I don't know. They are kind of just cat exclusive chairs though at the moment. People don't really sit in them. Oh, he's all cuddled up. It's so cute. Oh. Yeah, I think I think they probably are spoiled enough that if I decide I really need to get rid of something that they enjoy, I probably won't ask them. Unfortunately for them, they have a literal box fort in my kitchen that is just like huge boxes. Thanks. Oh yeah, and happy new year to everybody. I guess I didn't say that. This is my first stream of the year, isn't it? So happy 2025 to everybody, because I missed that at the beginning. I didn't think about it, but it is my first stream of the year, huh? So happy New Year's and all of that jazz. I hope you guys have some cool resolutions to do, even though I teased you about them. If you had them anyway, you know, hope you're keeping up with them. Goals are still cool. If you just have goals, you know, hope your goals are going good, all of that jazz. New Year's, New Year's, New Year's, New Year's, New Year's, New Year's. Um, yeah. Uh, but yeah, I think they have plenty of stuff. They have literally a kitty box fort in my kitchen that my roommate has suggested we could throw out multiple times because it's literally just like three enormous boxes stacked up on each other in the corner of my kitchen. Uh, and they take up a lot of space. My kitchen's not that big, so they they definitely are spoiled. Take they take precedent uh where they probably shouldn't already. So if I decide I want to make a kitty love seat, they'll just get a kitty love seat. It'll be fine. Uh Man, I still sound crappy. Sorry. I mean, that's a good one too. Um like I kind of said this last time, but I usually don't have like a New Year's resolution because I usually just kind of do excuse me, little resolutions all the time. Uh oh, is that who's you can come see me, it's fine. It's the missile. Oh. Oh, do you want down? It's the missile. Well, he said hi for a second. Oh. Maybe he just wants you to play with him, honey. Can you throw the ball or something? Yeah. Okay. I did hear a cat. I thought I might have heard a cat, but I didn't see one. I guess he got swept up by my girly friend. Yeah, they're so cute. The girlfriend and the cat. Everybody's cute. Oz all around. But also, I don't know if you guys just saw me holding him. My cat is huge. Like huge. Like he's like not exaggerating, probably 3.5 feet long, something like that. He weighs like 13 pounds, which was, we did this before, like 6 kilos. He's like a 6 kilo cat. Uh, he is a big boy. He's a big old kitty. No, no, he's a. I mean, like, my hands are kind of small. Like, they're not. Like, this is my pencil. Like, they're not huge or nothing, but they're not like like I'm 5'5". I'm pretty average sized for a person. I'm not like tiny. Uh I'm not huge either, but like I'm a pretty in between person. My cat is just huge. He is just massive. He is a massive cat. I love him to pieces. But those are like regular uh okay, well, I said I'm not huge. I said I'm not huge either. I'm not like a massive big old dude. Uh my massivest big old dude feature is my shoulders. I got pretty wide shoulders. But that's about it. Other than that, I'm kind of small. Um I just uh I just have a big old cat. My other one's not small either. He's not as big as the big old cat, and it's kind of funny because my big old cat is big enough that he makes the other one look a little bit small, even though he's really not. Uh, but nah, he's just a big cat. And you can't really tell in pictures because he's so healthy and well proportioned, and you expect him to be smaller than he is. But like, he's just huge. Here, I probably have let me see. Probably I have some pictures that are better representations of his size somewhere. Hmm. Okay, yeah. So like, okay. So here. This is a backpack, right? It's like a pretty substantial sized, like like a hiking bag, right? It's a decent sized backpack. Here is a picture of my cat laying on said backpack. Just like, imagine the big old bag I just held up for you guys. This is my cat. He's curled up right now. He's just a massive he's just a massive dude. He's yeah, he's a big old kitty boy. I love him to pieces, but he's just quite large. Oh, you know who's not a substantial kitty? The tiny little boy curled up on this little armchair here. It's adorable. Yeah, no, if you guys got the impression I was a tiny person because you have seen me interacting with my cat, I understand why that would be your impression. Um, but no, I'm a pretty average sized person. My cat is just huge. I have a huge cat. Thank you. Thank you. He's all cuddled up. Yeah, we're doing unthemed cats today cuz I just wanted to doodle. I didn't really have ideas for real. So, we're just I I literally asked ChatGPT what cats we should draw. So, if you guys have suggestions for for the last few cats here, I'm sure we have time to do a couple more, especially cuz I got started late. So, if you guys want to yell at me to do cats doing something specific, today is still definitely the day for a little bit longer. No, it's I'm very sure that he is. I actually, guys, he was like the runt of his litter. When he got here, he fit in the palm of my hand. Like like a 2 month old cat, he fit in my hand. He could like sit on my chest and like just sit there. And I mean, now I have to like hold him in my lap. uh he used to be yeah, he used to be a shoulder kitty. He was real sad when he couldn't do that anymore cuz he's massive. Uh and he'll just hurt us. um but yeah, no, he's a sweet little guy. He was itty bitty once upon a time. But that was a year ago, and now he's massive. I feed him real well, apparently. Uh, Despite his many stomach problems. Honestly, maybe his stomach problems are from the growth spurt. I don't know. He's huge. He's just a massive dude, and I love him to pieces. Um, but yeah, I'm lucky he doesn't want to destroy stuff cuz he totally could. Uh it would not even be hard. Like if he like if like I mean, you guys saw this thing on my face when it was fresher. Like that was totally an accident. Like he just got me real good. I was not paying attention. I had him kind of riled up. Like it was just as much my fault, I think, as his fault, but it was just like a nasty scratch. And it was totally on accident. And if he wanted to on purpose hurt some stuff, he totally could. Hey. And it would not even be difficult for him. Like if he wants something from me, I will hear about it for sure. Because he's a big cat. And he's also super smart. Like if you want a low maintenance cat, avoid my cat. You do not, if you want a low maintenance cat, you do not want my cat. Because my cat, uh according to what I have heard from others, is like one of the most high maintenance cats, like that isn't some little pampered Instagram girly. Like he thankfully does not have a lot of like medical issues that are maintenance, or like uh and I don't care about grooming him to look a certain way, so that is less maintenance also. But like he wants a lot of attention, and he's very specific about his food and his playtime. And yeah, that's quite a bit to deal with a cat that is 6 kilos and more than a meter long. Yeah, a little bit, honestly. I mean, like I am kind of on call. I won't lie. I have been trained just as well as they have. Uh they are sweethearts, but they are sweethearts because I spoil them a little bit. Oh, you have an 8 kilo. Is that like a Maine Coon or something then, and not a house? Because I'm saying mine is just a regular house cat. He's just big. Like he's just a very he's just a very well fed like. I mean he's not fat. Like you guys could see him in the pictures. He's not fat. Oh, yours is fat. Okay, well that too. That'll do it. Mine are thankfully pretty healthy. Um but yeah, just big. In fact, Missile the big one is skinnier than the one that is slightly smaller than him by a little bit, by a lot. Well, maybe he means like fat in a smaller cat, you know? Like the cat itself is a smaller cat even though he's quite large. Yeah, cats are all baby is totally fair. Yeah, yeah. I have a long boy myself. Let's see. What's 3.5 feet in meters? Uh it's like a meter and a third, something like that. Well, it's a little more than a meter. It's not because a meter is like a meter is like a little bit longer than 3 feet. Uh, 3 US feet. So I think it's so, and he's 3.5 US feet. So he's a bit longer than a meter. Um, but I'm not sure exactly how much longer. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I could figure it out. I just don't want to do math in my head. That's all. I'll convert it for you guys if you guys uh would rather me convert it. But I just I didn't want to do math in my head. I think I think he's looking very cozy. I don't know if I want to do anything else to him. Uh I feel like I'm gonna make him look less cute if I keep adding details. So I think I'm gonna move on from that one even though he didn't take very long. Uh this one says Cat DJ. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. It because it's 39. Yeah, that's yeah, 3 and 3. So then it's like okay, fine, I will just do math. Hold on. So then it's like 3 left, uh, 4s, 12s, like 7, 2. So it's like a meter and 7 centimeters, about meter 7 centimeters ish. That's how big he is. And now we're gonna draw Cat TJ. I think I'll draw like cat with big old headphones and like a CD in his mouth. Yeah, he's a long boy. And I mean, that's all sorts of uh approximations because I don't know exactly how long he is in US measurements either. And then I'm also converting and I'm rounding, so that's about how long he is. It's not exact. It's give or take a few centimeters at least. Uh but yeah. He's pretty long. He's pretty substantial. Mm. Aw, and I found an adorable reference photo. Uh there's a bunch of good ones. I just looked up Prancing Kittens. Prancing Kittens is such a good prompt. Thank you so much for the first time chatters. Hello. Hello, Amber Wolf 95. Oh, I forgot to read the other person who was the first time chatter. Hold on, hold on. And Stace the Face. That's quite a name. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. We always appreciate the engagement. But yeah, kittens prancing. That was actually such a W search term, guys, for references. I'm getting absolute gold here. If we do kittens prancing, uh, hmm, side profile. Some of these are kind of not the angle I want. Yes. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so cute. Okay. Absolute gold. We're gonna draw a little kitten prancing and he'll have some cute little headphones. It's gonna be adorable. Okay. But yeah, no, if my I am really lucky that my kitties like me um and don't want to destroy my things cuz even the smaller one is not that small. he just looks small because the other one looks small and uh makes him look smaller. And then they're just both kind of huge. And then I'll just kind of stuff the ears together. And then I want to put a big old record in his mouth. That's gonna be so stinking cute. What a darling. Okay, I'm gonna go fill my water real quick. Uh, it should take me like absolutely no time, so I'm not even gonna change the human maintenance screen because I'm just gonna go fill my water. So I will be right back, but stare at the cats. Stare at them. Look at them. They're so cute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We are gonna finish up this DJ Kitty and maybe do like one more probably because I did start late, but I got a bunch of these done. Also, I have been feeling more motivated to do like some kind of project style stuff. So, if you guys want to keep in touch with me about any of that, or if you want to suggest some stuff, uh, you should go and check out like my cute little subreddit because that's probably where I'm gonna have like my main point of contact stuff be for the most part. Yeah, that's that's pretty cute. I do in fact feed Meow Mix to my cats, so actually, uh shout out Meow Mix. Meow Mix should sponsor me and send me free cat food. I I actually love them so much as a company. And I did not realize how much I love them as a company until I had a cat that was picky about food. Um, and here, I'm gonna do a big ol' frickin' Meow Mix ad. Meow Mix should sponsor me. But yeah, no, I have the big long boy has a lot of food insensitivity, and I had to adjust his diet and the way that we feed them like a lot to get him to not throw up constantly like every couple of days, like big ol' mess. It was terrible. I felt really bad, and there just didn't really seem to be anything wrong with him. And my vet suggested that he was just having a sensitivity to his food. And turns out here in the US, like, and I'm sure other places, but I'm just speaking from the stores that I shop in. Uh yeah, like every single freaking cat food in our store had soy, wheat, or corn as like one of the main three ingredients. And then also they had like unspecified animal byproducts, and my vet said that that was one of the big things that will happen with domestic house cats for like food insensitivities is your cats will be allergic to a specific animal, and because it's an unspecified animal product, like if your cat food just happened to use alligator livers or something that week and your cat is allergic to alligators, like you might just have a bad allergic reaction. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, please. I get so bad, like almost OCD bad uh jingles stuck in my head. Um I have to I actually did recently have to ask my girlfriend to stop saying a little song meme because I didn't want to hear it in my brain. And it was to the point where not trying or trying not to remember it, like trying to keep it from looping in my brain when she said it, because she's my girlfriend and I like her and I like listening to her, and so when she says stuff my brain wants to hold it anyway. And so it was such an active effort that I was giving myself a headache trying not to remember it. And I had to ask her to stop saying it because I will just get that stuff like stuck in my brain. Um, it's no good. And some yeah, some of them are just too freaking catchy. And then they're for like silly dumb things, and then it just takes up a space in your brain. Oh, I was not planning on it. Don't worry. I yeah, there are certain ones that I know I just get to avoid or listen to for the next month. Like I like last month, not recently, last month, I got public rickrolled in the freaking supermarket because Rick Astley just started playing on the sound speakers. Like it was just in their music lineup for the store, and I was just there in the store and I had to listen to it. And oh my gosh, that's still like me saying it right now is playing it in my brain. Like I can't. I just can't. If I listen to catchy music of any kind, uh it can be the lady with the horns on the bus singing about 877 Cash Now, you know? And absolute nonsense. I will hear that in my brain for days. Just actual days. Good. Good. That's how it should be. Um or like every single Justin Bieber song, like every single one, I know like all of them because uh usually it's like two verses and then the same word for the chorus over and over again. Um or really simple lines for the choruses, and they're usually really repetitive. I If I hear one, I will sing it loudly for days. And I don't even like him. I will not go out of my way to listen to him on my own. If I hear one, it's just gonna get stuck in my head though. It's really terrible. Um I'm the same way with Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. I know some people will get upset cuz people really like her, but I don't really. And yeah, sorry. I know, bad opinion, but I don't really like her. And yeah, if I hear one of her songs, it will still just get stuck in my brain. Like I have sung Shake It Off no fewer than thousands of times, and I don't even like that song. Or the 22 one, every time I hear somebody talk about being 22 or I reference being 20 something, I will say that I will sing 22. Oh, I love Baby Metal. I That's such a reference. If you guys don't know who that is, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right person. I might not be. I'm bad at names, so sometimes I think I know things and then I'm thinking of something else, but oh, okay, I have heard this too, but I was thinking of something else. Uh, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of there's some guy that does metal covers of like pop songs and stuff. Like he does stuff like this. But he wears like anime girl suits, and then he does mostly covers instead of like being an independent uh songwriter. But or actually I don't even know if that's true or if I've just heard mostly covers from him. Maybe he does have real songs that are like his music and I'm being disingenuous. I don't know. I don't even remember what his name is because I just overrode it in my brain just now. Uh, but But yeah, no, I do like things like that though. This one I I haven't heard a lot of, but I do know of Baby Metal. I think maybe my K-pop friend has showed me some of their music. My friend that likes K-pop, I mean, uh, not like I said, I'm so bad at names and stuff. Isn't he? Isn't he coming out adorable? I'm trying to. I feel like he should have like some other accessory, and I was trying to think of what it should be, but I wasn't quite sure. So if you guys can think of a cute little DJ accessory, if not, you know what? Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT again. What is a cute accessory for a DJ cat? Oh, so true, so true. He has to have a big old chain. Thank you, ChatGPT. Uh, and fluffy dice on the tail. Ooh, I don't know about that one, but yeah, some of these where there's like three different things that are supposed to be uh around the neck in addition to the gold chain. See, but I don't want to put anything underneath him. I think I'm just going to give him a chain and maybe I would put fuzzy handcuffs hanging off his tail, but I might get in trouble for that one. Somebody might unreasonably ping me for putting fuzzy handcuffs in the scene. So maybe we will just we'll just put the gold chain. We'll give him a big ol' chain collar and I think that'll be good. Oh, maybe we can have some fuzzy dice on the chain. See, I can be creative sometimes. Actually, that's gonna be way too crowded, isn't it? Uh, maybe. Oh, maybe we have a little tiny mixer box hanging off. That would be kind of cute, right? Here, let me look up a reference for that just so I have like the big, like, central components for that. Okay. How is that? Is that pretty cool? Epic. Thank you, thank you. I also thought it was pretty cool. Alright. Uh let's do one more and then I think we'll be done for the day. Let's squeeze one more down here on the bottom somewhere. What did ChatGPT say for Okay, you know what? ChatGPT said we should have a cat playing chess, but that seems silly and I don't want to squish it at the bottom. But what I can squish down here at the bottom is cat playing with the chess piece, like kind of rolled over on his back, you know? I think that's what we're gonna do, like the cat playing with the ball of yarn pose, but like yeah. And then we'll have him playing with the chess piece, you know? Then some did pause. Maybe he's like chewing on it. We can have the tail coming up over here. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty stinking cute, guys. Look at that. It don't even look like a drawing yet, and you can already tell it's gonna be stinking cute. Also, see guys, I think that like people here, I'm gonna get up on my little soapbox about AI here for a second since we've been using Chat GPT for this because I think that people should totally get to use AI for creating things. But I think that like you if you are creating things like there are people that want to create things, right? And that will do a good job creating things if you ask them and if you pay them. And I think that like you should totally get to use AI like to to generate creation, right? But like that is or like to assist you, right? I think that like using Chat GPT to generate little cat prompts when I have no ideas, or like using Chat GPT to be like, okay, what is going to do well if I make a video about it? Like stuff like that. I think that that is totally cool. Um, but that's not the same as I am an artist now because I got Chat GPT to make a really cool picture out of all of these prompts, right? Like if you see that and you want to be like, "Oh, I am an artist now." Like go learn how to draw and use Chat GPT as a reference or something. Like I think that you can use AI generated images for like reference stuff and that could be really cool, or like uh you can use like right now I'm using prompts from ChatGPT, or like yeah, I think it can be really useful to have AI as a tool, and I think it's really sad that so many people would rather use it uh to just like make money and replace things um because it's such a vast tool. Like it's really cool how much you can actually do with it. And I think that if people were less worried about it taking all of their jobs, it would be a lot easier to develop really cool stuff. Uh, and I think that that's especially a problem in stuff with like art and graphic design where AI is already taking the jobs of some creative peoples, or like small business owners who probably wouldn't have had the funds to pay artists to do like small things for them, right? Might use AI to do like some free work for them initially and then end up paying the AI because it's cheaper than an employee in the long run anyway. Um and I think that the tendency to use technology, especially here in the US, or for the betterment of some theoretical like economy as opposed to for the betterment of like the nation, uh is really sad. And there, soapbox over. I'll stop now. Um yeah, I don't hate AI. That was the TLDR. I just think that people should use it better. Yeah. Yeah, lots of people. Like my I don't know if you guys even know that I have a college degree, but I have a college degree uh in tech and computers. And let me tell you, at degree that I have is so general that like a computer could do my degree pretty much now with AI, and there is very little uh I mean like obviously it's a whole degree. There's stuff in there that's like coding and things that um are still useful, but like there's also lots of stuff like just basic programming and using the computer and things that an AI or something really basic could do for me and does do for other people now. Um or like lots of tech support services are really automated now. Um because a lot of them are procedural and do not require human interaction for the most part if you don't have weird, goofy problems. And, uh, yeah, it's a bit sad. I do wish that, yeah, I don't know. There's always bad actors. It's sad how many of them here in the US seem to have lots of standing and resources. Uh, but I said I was gonna get down off the soapbox. I'm doing that now. Um, Look at this chess cat. He's so cute, guys. Look at him. He's just chewing on the little piece. He's not bothering nobody. I made my very own chess set. Uh, and that was such a fun thing. Maybe I'll have to do more of that. Would you guys want to see me do like some other craft stuff? I know I've talked about doing that on here before. Yeah, they are so stinking cute. Look at them. But like, I don't know, maybe I could make like cat chessboard or something. That'd be pretty cute. I I have been making a lot of like craft stuff lately. Um like here you guys can look at my I made this holder for my controller. Uh it sits like on a corner on my desk. Uh it's pretty sturdy. Like I can beat the crap out of it a little bit. It's fallen over plenty of times. Um it looks like the little astronaut boy if you didn't catch that. He's got a little butt. Uh but yeah, I made that uh like a Oh, hi Bubby. Hi. You wanna come say hi? Come here. Oh, come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, oh. This is the other Bubby. We get to see both Bubbies today. Hi. Oh, down. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not a tiny human. My cats are just large. That is the smaller of my two cats. What's up there, baby? You just saying hi? You want some pets? I tried to pick you up for pets, but I'm drawing. Okay, we'll be done soon. He's so cute. Ah, both of my kitties are so stinking cute. You sure you don't want up? I'll pick you up. No, you're just gonna lay by my feet. Okay. Uh, well, maybe we'll. I've noticed I've gotten quite a few of you guys following me here on Twitch. I might have to add another stream day at some point. So I've been trying to think of other stuff to do. Uh and maybe we'll have to add some crafts or something. Maybe I'll do like cardboard craft stream or something at some point. Or we'll do like some little chess pieces. Cause I do love doing all that crap and I have wanted to do way more projects. Well, cool. I'm glad that that was a yay and not uh damn or something. Booze, jeers. Uh but yeah, I've been thinking I might have to cuz I think I might end up I might end up qualifying for some silly little Twitch things here at some point if you guys keep following me. And then I would have to stream more. Like anyway, so thank you guys for that. I don't even really know what to say except thanks. So, uh, and that there will probably be more stream days. And I'm sorry the announcement had to come when my throat sounds like garbage. Mm, well, thank you guys. You're all so nice. I see, and it's not even like I was so worried when I started streaming that like I was gonna come on and you guys were all gonna be butts and I was gonna be like a meme or something. So I I appreciate you guys so much for being so nice to me. It makes it really easy for me to want to come and do more stuff for you guys. So thank you guys for being such a chill little crew. I appreciate you guys. Every single one of you is awesome, and yeah, I love just sitting here and chatting with the cats about you guys, or chatting with the cats. Or, about the cats with you guys. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I'm getting all flustered. Mm, maybe possible. It's certainly, if I did, there would certainly be more streams. I will, if you guys wanted to like boost the crap out of me, I promise that I will take this proportionately more seriously. Uh, which I feel like I have been doing, trying to be mostly more on time, and even if I don't always succeed at that, at least streaming for the appropriate amount of hours, and like uh getting all my videos up on time, things like that. I'm super behind on the sketch dailies right now, but uh also, as far as my numbers tell me, very few of you guys go and look at those on Reddit instead of on YouTube, so hopefully that doesn't matter too much. Yet. See? I am a numbers goblin, guys. If you guys go and engage with me somewhere, I will notice. I swear. If you have like your public stuff turned on where I can see that you're looking at my stuff, I pay attention to like all of my metrics to probably a not reasonable amount. And if you want me to do something, like, I'm a little numbers goblin. I will go and numbers goblin uh whatever it is you guys engage with, because I I really like engaging with you guys, and you guys are also chill, and I want more chill little art goblins to talk to. So like, yeah, if you guys go and look at the Reddit, I will do more Reddit. Or if you guys go and like, I had a bunch of people follow me on Instagram recently, which I do technically have linked in my card, but I think it says like inactive or something right on the description in my card. Like, I don't really post on there, but I have been thinking about going and posting on there because you guys keep following me on there. Like, I am a numbers goblin. I don't even like Instagram. And I still have, I don't like post like any social media stuff anymore. And I've still been thinking about going and posting stuff on there because you guys keep following me. So I'm telling you, I'm letting you guys know how to exploit me right now for artwork. If you guys want me to do something, go and like engage with me somewhere and tell me, because I probably just will. I really like getting to uh watch all the little funny numbers go up, and giving you guys what you want is typically how I do that. So if you guys want stuff, just let me know. I will do my best. And yeah, I gave our cute little chess cat a crown cuz I thought that was pretty appropriate. I'm trying to think of if there is anything else I should put here, but I don't know. It's looking pretty done to me, and I think that came out so cute. Should we give them some names? Okay, well, mm, what should we name? Uh, What if we name the chess cat Queenie? Queenie is a pet name, right? I've definitely heard people call pets Queenie. Who should we have all curled up on the chair? His little tiny puffball. Uh, hmm. Tiny puffball cat. Uh, I kind of want to name him Snowball, but that seems really generic. Not that Queenie isn't, but I don't know. Snowball just, it seems overdone. Um, I would name him Cotton, but that sounds maybe too people. Snowflake. Ah, okay, okay. That's, I see you. We're gonna name him Snowflake. Okay, what about DJ Cat, guys? We gotta think about a name for DJ Cat. Hmm. Okay, guys. Okay. I I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm about to make a big old pun. I'm so sorry. I thought of a good name for our DJ Cat. Um we're going to have DJ Catlet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. It's what it is. I already thought of it. It's too late. We have DJ Catlid. I'm gonna spell it with a K too. Like I have to make it smaller. Hold on. It's not gonna fit on my page. Oh, here, I'll scoot it down a little bit so you can see the names. What do you think of DJ Catlit, guys? Are you all groaning? Have you all slapped your knees? Alright. And now, these guys all have names. Actually, here, you know what? Take a look for just a second and then look away, because I am gonna move the camera again so that we can see all of them. Now that we've seen all of them up close, we can probably just look at the whole page for naming them. Give me just a second. I'm gonna move the camera now. So, alright, guys. We are back all on camera now. So we have Snowflake and Queenie and DJ Catlit, who should be knocking over our coffee. We have knocking over coffee. We have an astronaut, an artist, and a musician left. We have to think of 4 more names, since you guys decided we're naming these. I gotta think of who's knocking over our coffee. He's looking a little round, you right. Um yeah, okay, sure. Sure, Boba Cat. We'll do Boba Cat. Amadeus, that's kind of nice. I like that. Okay, we'll have Boba Cat and then Amadeus. Two very different energies, but still, still both really good names. Here we have Boba Cat. And okay, I'm gonna look at your message for this because I'm not gonna spell this right otherwise. And we'll put it in some cute little curly script. Uh, we have Amadeus. Oh, I made it too curly. You can't really read it on the camera, but I swear it says Amadeus. And I spelled it right. Not that you can tell. Okay, 2 more. We have a cute little artist, and we have uh hmm. Okay, Scratch and Buzz. I've decided I'm gonna name our astronaut cat Buzz. And then Scratch. Ta-da! Aren't they so good? We did a good one today, guys. These are so good. I appreciate all of your creative inputs. Cause yeah, these are so cute. I love all of these. I hope you guys really appreciated them. As much as I appreciated making them. Thank you, thank you. They are so stinking cute, guys. Uh I like when we get to make stuff that I can like too. And I like that that has been happening more and more recently. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for hanging out and for being here for the stream and for making me think that maybe I need to stream more cuz you guys are hanging out so much and yeah, all of that jazz. It's really cool. Thank you guys. And thank you for showing up today to do these lovely cats with me. Hope you guys appreciated them. If you missed some of them and you want to catch up, all of this goes up on here afterwards, and all of it goes up on my YouTube. If you guys want to go check me out over there, all of it's linked together in my card. If you guys want to check out anything else in the card, there are things in there for other social media. Like I do all of my sketch dailies on Reddit. I'm a little behind right now, but if you guys go and engage with that, I certainly will stop being behind so often on those. And if you want to engage with any of the other stuff in my card, like I said, I'm a cute little numbers goblin, I'll notice. And there's wonderful little stickers in there already that are super cute, and if you guys want to go buy any of those, they're a little outdated and I will have to do more. uh there's a cat. Cat comes to say goodbye to you guys. uh he's gonna eat my sweater. Hey, you come to the outro. Yay! Mishi also says bye. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. If you want to support me and my kitties, IRL and digital, uh, you guys go right ahead and send me some love to any of the stuff in my card. There's plenty of things to support me in there. Oh, you getting back up? Okay, bye. And yeah, I hope to see you guys all next week. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for hanging out, and I will try to do more streaming. If you guys, if I end up doing any of that, you guys should follow me probably on Reddit, or if you want to just look at my stream schedule, I will certainly put a day on there if I do end up going and doing more streaming, because I would want you guys to know about that somehow. I do put community posts up on YouTube sometimes, but I'm not always as good about that one. So yeah, if you guys want to check out any of that, it's all in the card. Do let me know uh, if you guys want to see more of any of that stuff from me. And I will see you all next week. Bye.